Hey guys.
Hey.
First and foremost, I'd like to say I'm extremely grateful that my classmates have given me a chance to address them individually in this address. And I appreciate their recognizing my smooth verbiage and uncanny, almost presidential ability to write a speech. Thank you all. I agree. The funny thing about being an 18-year-old senior is the fact that around the age of 8, I thought I'd be dead of old age by now. And I look at people as old as my classmates here and give them a silent internal salute to their long and full lives, and I long to tell them that there is no shame in forgetting where you are, or yelling at small children, or playing bingo. Now's my chance to do so. It's cool, guys. Don't worry. But my boundless compassion aside, my peers here are hard-working and good-looking people. I feel honored to be able to recognize them for it. And first on my list of hard-working and good-looking people is a certain Tim Alexander. Now, Tim A., you've taught me a thing or two about humility. Somewhere in between listening to loud, clean rap music and not studying, you've somehow found the mental fortitude to pass everything. I'm not even particularly offended about this anymore. I look at your achievement with a sort of detached sense of wonder. I'm going to miss having you around to remind me of my mortality, and I will miss all the more your wonderful, quirky sense of humor. I'm sure your humility and cardigans will earn you a beautiful wife and family someday. Next up, we have Ben Anderson. When I first met you, Ben, I was taken aback by your wide-eyed exuberance and abrasive nature. Now, at the end of these last 4 years, I am taken aback by your wide-eyed exuberance and abrasive nature. However, what I love even more than your endless enthusiasm is your kindness, your generosity, and your kinship. You're one of the best friends a guy could ask for, and I'm very grateful to have you in my life. Thank you for being there, Ben. And next we have Rebecca and Kerk. Rebecca and Kerk, go. See, God help me if I pronounce your name wrong, but I promise I tried. I hope we can somehow keep in touch when you're back in Italy, because you're wonderful and humorous and really easy to talk to. And also, if we can't keep in touch, please don't be alarmed if I wake up in a cold sweat asking you physics questions on the phone. These things we go through, they scar us, but they also bond us through our blood. We are blood siblings, Rebecca. Remember that. Savannah Barron, your conspiracy to keep me out of my locker every day has worked. You know, I would come to my locker every day I came, you'd thrown some extravagant party around my locker, or opened up your locker to block my locker, or placed your backpack in front of my locker, and though you say you're sorry, and it seems sincere, I've caught on. This is by design, I'm sure of it, and I've yet to decipher your motivations, but I'm on the case. I haven't gotten to talk to you much since you came here, and you're generally busy spending time in classes that teach things I can't spell. I do know from my limited interaction with you that you are witty, intelligent, and I like your hair. I hope you win at whatever you do. Now, Drew, your voice got really deep, man. I'm still getting used to that. Your voice, though, is far from the only thing that's matured. You've grown into a responsible and thoughtful young man, and I'm glad I got a chance to meet you. You also have the manliest job ever as a zipline explosion technician or whatever you are. When I'm gone, try not to get lost Jessica, your cheerful nature and strict adherence to rules clash distinctly with your being a self-proclaimed hippie. You pull it off, though, girl. Try to keep that up. You made an impact on my life, and I won't be forgetting you anytime soon. Now, Cooper, you've grown exponentially since the first time I met you, both in character and in height. And though I may not be able to cope with the fact that you've grown taller than I, it's been a pleasure to watch your incredible mind grow over the years, and I hope you continue to blossom into the wonderful flower you're destined to be. Yeah, Alice, a possibility. Positivity. And you're there for anyone who needs you. I won't forget you. I hope you don't change, and I'm sure you'll make a positive impact wherever you go. Jacqueline, you are so bright that I'm surprised you don't go blind here. You're a warm and friendly optimist in the best kind of way, and your smile is a wonderful picture. You should keep it for the rest of your days, and I'm sure the people you meet will appreciate you for it. Zainab, you've been kind to me without fail for these last few years. You've been there to comfort me and talk to me when I'm down. You've helped me with my schoolwork and you got me a pizza. I really love the pizzas. You're the kindest people I've ever met. I hope that one day I can repay you for all you've done for me. Rachel, your unflappable nature is deserving of merit. I'm good with pages. Your unflappable nature is deserving of merit. You manage to stay calm no matter what's happening. And you always keep your witty sense of humor and charming smile about you. I've not met many people with as much self-respect as you, and I hope you keep it. It's been a wonderful pleasure knowing you, and I hope you continue to be awesome wherever you go. Thomas, you've the face and the voice of a cherub. I mean Thomas Hetherington, of course. Thomas Wong, you're very good looking too. You also have an apparent inability to be serious, as I can't remember a single instance I've talked to you in which you didn't make a joke. It's a good look. Deeply good and humorous people like you attract good company, and I sincerely hope you do in the future. You're a good guy. Thomas Wong, we've had our ups and downs in our friendship over these last few years, but I know that you're a man who is devoted to justice and honesty. And these are good qualities to have. Your Asian action hero good looks and your helpful nature have proven to be positive influences on me throughout high school, and I'm glad for it. Erica Jesse, you're another student I haven't gotten as close with as I would have liked. But whenever we talked, I'm reminded that you're funny and friendly and nice to me. I also love your in-class commentary. I think you should have a TV show one day that consists of your talking about things. I expect royalties. This brings us to Taylor. Taylor, you're a very determined person. Everything about you screams it, including your tendency to raise your voice. Your default mood is excited, but when further incensed, you become a special blend of stoked and hungry like a wolf. You never stop trying until you have it, right? Whatever it is, and I'm sure that will do wonders for you in your future. Autumn, I enjoy sitting next to you at basketball games. When you get angry or excited, your voice becomes the single most adorable thing that's ever happened. I remember the first time I met you. You were lying on the floor in this back parking lot here. Yeah, that's pretty irrelevant, but I just wanted to mention it because it was funny. I enjoy talking to you, and you're more or less an incessant stream of smiles and good-natured humor. I get the same feeling from talking to you as I get from listening to others. That's good. Now, Sarah Lynn Dozic, your name is also a doozy. Please forgive me. Have you ever heard yourself laugh? I absolutely love your laugh. It is so infectious that there should probably be medicine for it. You keep that laugh forever, please, because it's seriously wonderful. Though I've only met you this year, I'll miss you and your laughter in the future. You keep it up. I heard it's pretty good for your health. laughter is the best medicine, besides medicine. You're always singing. I think that's good. You give me an excuse to dance in situations where dancing would otherwise be wildly inappropriate. And I am infinitely grateful for that. You're also a wonderful conversationalist, and the impenetrable wall of optimism you carry with you is always great to crash into. I'll miss you out here, and I hope Serbia dances forever to your tunes. And speaking of tunes, Brady Muth, you have an extremely irreverent sense of humor, and it's great. Your brainstorming alternate endings for The Music Man was a triumph in creativity. Ideas like Harold Hill actually being the Grim Reaper, a helicopter, or Cthulhu are among the funniest I've yet heard. You also have a really nice voice, and your range is so awesome that I can feel your high notes in my self-esteem. We should definitely hook up and make some more musical madness in the future, because I'll miss you dearly otherwise. Clarice, I can't remember if you're still my mom or not. I love you all the same. We vibed on music and South Korean movies in a wonderfully unexpected way. As I remember the first thing you said to me was moron for holding open the door for you in the snow while you went all the way across the parking lot. Don't worry, I grew some logic since then. You're smart and snappy and lovable, and I'm sure you're going to do really awesome things. You should stay in touch with me, Asian mother. Kylie Paxton, you seem to be a fairly reserved person, and that just made it all the more surprising when you turned out to be really cool. Your taste in music and your sense of humor and your perspective are all really awesome and relatable, and I'm glad we started talking. I hope we succeed in keeping in touch for the rest of eternity. Now, Leanne, I didn't expect us to be as close as we are, but I also expected to be able to grow a beard by the time I became a legal adult, so life is full of surprises. You've been there for me and my friends without fail, constantly attempting to cheer us up at our lowest points. Your stories and creative writing, your song suggestions, and your surprisingly cheery nature will stick with me for years to come. It's good that you're also supposed to keep in touch with me for the rest of eternity. Adelaide, your horse memorabilia has taught me a great deal about horses. I learned that horses have emo hair, and that's considered stylish. Thank you for that, Addie. You're also hilarious and approachable, and you're pretty good at riding horses. Two of these qualities will aid your personal life, and one of these qualities could make you an awesome Western action hero. Think about it. Now, Simone, I bet you think I skipped you. I didn't. I know. You see, I'm glad you came to America this year, and I wish I could keep you around in my backpack. You have a cutting response to anything and everything people say to you. And you could give the responses in multiple languages. I only ask that once you're back home, you save some girlfriends for the rest of the Italians. Whitney Shuck, you're so cool. Your sarcasm and self-deprecating sense of humor poorly hide the young woman you are. Kind and understanding and helpful. I'm glad we got the chance to talk and work together throughout high school, and to mourn in stats. Solidarity is always comforting. Robert Stevens, you're a winner. You and your winning smile are probably capable of capturing the affection of anyone you meet. Tax collectors, college professors, rabid dogs, water buffalo, bears, zombies, and even I crumble before the might of your charm. Keep at it. You're winning. Cassie Solsky, you like farm animals, and I'm sure they like you too. And just like farm animals, we like you, Cassie Solsky. I've only had a few conversations with you in the last 4 years, but you always talk to me as you would an old friend who you actually talk to on a daily basis. So way to be. I hope I'll see you around in the future, because I appreciate having you around. Jesse, sweet, Jessamine, sweet. You're the kind of person who is a positive influence on everyone, especially me. You made me a better person by just being really cool and existing, and I hope we continue to be friends in the coming years of our lives. You made an impact on me I struggle to forget even if I wanted to. Thank you for that. Barry Rose, you're astonishingly mature. You treat everyone with equal respect and concern. And you're never out of turn or rude. You also have a fantastic singing voice, and these qualities combined make you the perfect candidate for the starring role in any variety of romantic musical comedies. It's fitting that you've played all of these roles. I hope you continue to inspire respect and kindness wherever you go in the future. That brings us to Poppy, Aaron Tossi. Now, Poppy, you're a densely multi-layered person. Most people who think they know you well are dead wrong, and you show more and more sides of yourself every day. Though we spend most of our time mercilessly insulting each other, I've discovered in my time knowing you that you are loyal, kind and giving, and loving as a friend, and I dearly appreciate your being there for me. Nicole, I says, you've been a friend to me various times since freshman year and have never failed to greet me with a smile. A single time I've greeted you with my natural charming scowl. I appreciate your friendliness and your warmth, and I hope you stay the same. Now, alphabetically, this brings me to me. And I thought about what somebody else would say about me if they were giving a speech. So I'm just going to project myself in front of you right now. And I hope you're ready. Now, Joan, I remember when I first met you, I didn't think you'd be this handsome. And yet, every day, every minute, every second, you grow more attractive before my eyes. It's heartwarming. It makes me want to strive to be more, you know. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I was always attractive, so I can't grow. Now, Emily Ross. You're one of the most approachable features. You're one of the most approachable people I've had the pleasure of meeting. You are calm and collected while remaining clever and amiable. My talks with you are always memorable, and I hope we keep having them for a long time to come. And Trenton, I didn't skip you either. You've matured quite a bit, and I do mean your muscles. I'm very impressed. But you're friendly to everyone you know and meet. You've got your head on straight more than almost any boy I know. And I'm glad I know you. And Gracie Williams, you know a great deal about me that I never thought you would, and you wouldn't if we ever actually studied stats. I've learned that you're personable, understanding, and easy to distract. Thank you for your time. I'm glad that we got the chance to talk this year. I hope we continue to. And that's about everyone. So as I said, I'm glad I got to do this address because I wouldn't have made it through high school without my friends. To have the chance to thank them gives almost the same feeling of being done with high school. You know, a lot of us are scared now that we're done with high school, and a lot of us are stoked, and a lot of us still don't even know where we are, but the most important part is that we're done. And now it's time for us to do important things. And I think at least one of you out here are capable of doing important things. And I don't mean me. I'm kidding. All of you are wonderful. And I'm very glad I got the chance to spend 4 years with the best friends I've ever made. So thank you. Transit. They made a song called Skipping Stone that's about having to say goodbye to people you know.